Hey guys, it's Marty from Two Line Slot Cars, and we are about a week into this build, the Policar build, and I'm already going to change it. Yeah. So here we go. So guys, we're going to go ahead and change this layout. Now, Dusty came over tonight. We ran some laps. I've been running some laps. You know, I have maybe 1,000, 1,500 laps on this. Not a lot, but brilliant me. The inside lane is inside all the way around. They're all right-hand turns. And it's not that I didn't realize that. It's just that I really think we need to do a left-hand turn, so or a few. So we're going to rework this track a little bit, and I'm going to do a quick time lapse and see if we can't change it up a bit by using the pieces that we have. Let's see if we can make this happen. Okay, guys, you can see the new section, and I haven't run a lap with it yet, but as you can see, we now have a left-hand turn. Now we've evened the lanes up a bit, and we're going to see how this rolls. So let's check it out. Hey guys, made some changes. Now we've added a kink and caused some border issues, but I'll have to order those, I guess. And we don't have as many twisties, just the cotter pin underneath the bridge. Got a pretty bad blind spot right there in the inside lane. But the inside lane was so much faster than all the other lanes. It's probably, I don't know, it's probably a good thing. All right, here we go. That kink is gonna really, there we go. All right, I need to sweep off the track now. I made a mess, but there's layout number 5, I think, in Policar. And Rexy got some laps tonight. That's good.
Okay, I'm just going to interrupt right now. I don't know if you could tell in that last segment, but I didn't love the changes I made. The kink would have been great to practice with. There will be a kink in the Nationals track, guaranteed. But I just didn't love the flow of that track. And I felt like I was wasting some space on the table by cutting across like that. I don't know. I didn't love it. You were probably picking up what I was putting down. And so track layout number 5 or number 6 is coming. I just wanted to interrupt this and tell you that what you just saw was not the end. I've already made changes. Let's check them out.
Well, guys, I made more changes to the track. This is why I like using a track planner. I can predict some of the problems I'm going to have with the track when I'm laying it out in a planner. But when I'm freestyling with the layout, I never really know if I've got a problem. And so this is like track 5. And let me flip the camera around and we can take a look at the changes I made just today. Okay, You know, I had changed and had an R4 and R3 that went into cut across, and then there was a kink. And I didn't love it. It did introduce some left-hand turns. I did like the little cotter pin here. I didn't change any of this. But I ran some laps and I quickly realized that not that I didn't, the kink is probably something I needed to practice, but I just hated the flow of the track. I felt like the track was really slow. And so what I did was I pulled the R4 and R3s out and I continued that R3, R2, and then I flip it back around. And that just, it got rid of the kink. And again, like I said, I felt like I had a bunch of turns that were all kind of the same, and the kink was just kind of out of place. And so when I did that, it shortened this little section, but it actually extended it because the kink, I had a straight section and then a little straight section. And what it allowed me to do is, this is one flowy turn. It's actually 3 turns, and then you get a little short shoot. And then I was able to extend into that R1, R2 hairpin. And then I still have the R1s, R2s down there. And I've got lap counting working. And I got lane 2, the green lane lap counter working, which was a problem on this track, which is a mess at the moment. It was the outside lane, and I couldn't figure out what it was. And so I ended up taking the whole thing apart, and I found a broken solder joint deep inside some insulation that, some heat shrink. And that's what it took. I still need some borders there. I'm going to have to move this one section over, which is right in a breaking point. I don't like having the start-finish line there, but it is what it is. It's either at the start of the straight or it's at the end of the straight. With that section in the middle, I do not have space. I don't want to put it on a turn. And I really like how that turned out. That's actually even more fun. Even though you get a little more speed, you got one whole straight that allows you to get a little more speed into that hairpin. I feel like I'm still handling it really well. So let's run the green lane. I know this is the orange lane. Let's run the orange lane and show you how. And for some reason, I feel like, moving that kink that kind of came across here, it improved the sight line for that. So I kind of like it better. I do. This has much better flow, and it's really dirty. Man, I need to take a sweeper to it. I really haven't figured out. Carrera track is easy to clean. Policar track is not easy to clean because it's got so much texture to it. Wiping it down with a rag just creates all kinds of dirt and lint from the rag. So I think the only way I'm going to be able to clean this track is with a vacuum. If anybody has Policar and has any ideas, see, watch, I'll pull that off, and look how dirty those tires are. Gosh. I'm going to have to figure out my tire cleaner. I think I'll put a wet tire cleaner here and down there. But then when we're racing, we usually just use a lint roller. So, yeah. There you have it. Another change to the Policar track. But I think this is the one I'm going to stick with. I need to figure out some border here. I need to order border. I really want border on that turn as well. I don't like in the outside lane being able to ride the fence. Yeah. Yeah, I don't love that. So I need to get that done. But that's now the Policar track update number like 7.
So there you go. That is the Policar track as it exists right now, this moment in time. How long it will last, I have no idea. But I feel like the end product, I got where I needed to be, right? And that's the beauty of plastic track. People will ask me all the time, I get this question. It's like, what would you choose? Plastic versus wood, or, Carrera versus Policar versus Scale Auto versus Skelelectric. And I'm going to tell you, like, I really like plastic track for this reason. Imagine building a wood track and getting to the end and going, man, I've got a horrible sight line. Man, I've got, this is not fun. You're stuck with it, right? Now, the planning that would go into a wood track compared to what I was doing freestyling a layout is completely different, right? You would think through those things, but that's what I do like about a track planner. And I wish there was a free Policar planner out there like there is for Carrera. I think that it would be great if somebody would do that. Now, I know you can buy things. Well, I'm buying things all the time. I'm buying slot cars. I'm buying stuff for the channel. I don't want to buy a planner for Policar. I don't know how long I'm going to even keep this thing, right? But I think that we've created for the space, a 6-foot wide by 16-foot table, a pretty good track that gives you a lot. It's got R1s and R2s and R3s. R4s are probably too big for a table of that width. I think the layout is good now. I really like the flow. I think it's still going to be a challenge. I think it's still technical enough. I think it's going to meet the needs of a training, a testing layout, right? That's what I'm going after anyway. That's why I have the Policar. Now it's time to start tuning cars and stop playing with a layout, trying to get the layout right. I've got cars to tune. I've got to install the Slot Invasion new guide system from Slot Invasion in this car, my Carrera, my favorite Carrera car at the moment. I really like this car. This is a great slot car. So yeah, I'm going to do some more tuning on that. I need to tune my NSR cars for the Nationals. I still need to do the breakdown video of Steve, TD Slot Sports winning car of the 6-hour Scale Auto endurance race from Michigan. Maybe I should try this on the Policar track. No, I'm not going to drive them. I don't want to break them. But we are going to tear them apart. I'm going to try to do that with Steve this week and get that out to you, hopefully before I go on vacation. Guys, thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I hope that you take some of the things that I talked about in consideration when you're building your layouts. Come at it with a good plan. But if you want to freestyle one, just understand that you're probably going to lose some time. You're going to waste some time. But it might be fun in the process. I've enjoyed this. I love building tracks. Guys joke around about how fast I build tracks. I get focused and I can just go. And so maybe I don't do it so fast. I just spend lots of hours in big chunks working on them. So if you like this kind of content, hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, hit the bell so you get notified anytime I put out new content. Yes. Guys, I really appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. Policar track number 28 is waiting on us. As always, go have some fun racing.